At 2 in the morning, the timeline provides a million reasons to panic. An economic downturn, a new health crisis, or a geopolitical flare-up. You keep scrolling, hoping a single piece of data will finally make the world feel safe again. We react to this uncertainty by building fortresses. We install high-end security systems, curate our diets down to the gram, and accumulate wealth to create a buffer between our families and the outside world. We treat these routines as a form of insurance. We believe that if we can optimize our environment, we can mitigate the chaos of an unpredictable world. This effort is an attempt to engineer our own survival. We use the tools of modern status to manipulate our surroundings, trying to ensure that disaster simply cannot find us. 3,000 years ago, the landscape was different, but the paralyzing terror was identical. For ancient populations, vulnerability was a physical reality, etched into the desert heat and the threat of sudden famine. Where we blame microscopic pathogens or market fluctuations, they blamed autonomous demons and chaotic spirits. To them, the dark was inhabited by active, hostile entities. In Canaanite and Mesopotamian cultures, pestilence was a god. They feared Rushef, the lord of arrows and plague, who was believed to strike down the healthy with fiery darts of disease. The modern smartphone and the ancient desert night reveal the same core human instinct. We are all searching for a way to control the uncontrollable. The ancient world addressed this fear through apotropaic magic, a system of rituals and objects designed to ward off evil and protect the vulnerable. These incantation bowls were common tools. By inscribing Aramaic in a spiral, the user trapped the demon inside. Families buried these bowls under the threshold, a transactional barrier forcing the spirit realm into a truce. Wearable amulets like the Eye of Horus functioned as portable technologies of protection. They utilized secret names to compel the gods into providing safety for the wearer. We still reach for these clay bowls today. Relying on a specific bank balance or a rigid religious routine serves the same function, a charm we hold up to keep the world from touching us. This transactional approach assumes we can manage the universe without a relationship with its creator. It is an attempt to purchase security through manipulation. Psalm 91 is often read as another one of these magical spells, but in its original context, it was a radical manifesto designed to dismantle the entire religious system of the ancient Near East. When the psalm mentions the arrow that flies by day, ancient listeners visualized the physical terror of massed Assyrian archers and the supernatural arrows of the god Rushef. The poem strips these entities of their godhood by subordinating them. Rushef, the lord of plague, is demythologized into a mere arrow subject to the Most High, requiring divine permission to move. This shift provides a cosmic perspective. Every seen and unseen threat is subject to the rule of Yahweh, addressed here as Ilyon, the Most High. The believer is no longer caught in a tug-of-war between equal warring gods. They live under a single sovereign who governs the field of danger. If God rules the chaos, the question becomes one of location. Where can a person go to survive the storm? In the ancient worldview, the temple was a miniature, ordered cosmos. Within its boundaries, God's presence held back the chaos, creating a sacred geography. Psalm 91 expands this physical building into a relational reality. The secret place is the sphere of God's presence, where the believer relies on a covenant bond rather than a physical wall. Pagan cultures looked to intermediary winged spirits for protection. This psalm offers a direct intimacy instead. The Creator himself provides his wings as a shield. Dwelling in this secret place means leaving the transactional world behind and taking up residence within the authority of God. We have to face the fact that Psalm 91 is not a formula for immunity. It does not promise that we will never face sickness, economic hardship, or physical harm. Instead, it defines a form of protection that is relational. Unlike a magic bowl designed to force a spirit's hand, this confidence arises from a personal commitment. Covenantal protection is an invitation to know God's name and inhabit a sphere of undisturbed trust. It is a peace that exists even when the external circumstances are violent. The ultimate promise is that while chaos may touch your life, no created power can frustrate God's purpose for your soul. This week, try to notice the instinct to reach for a modern amulet when you feel a wave of anxiety. That instinct might manifest as obsessively checking the news, over-controlling a situation at work, or looking to your bank balance to confirm your value. When you recognize that urge, pause, take a breath, and choose to step away from the illusion you can control the world through manipulation. We don't need a magic formula to survive the dark. We only need to move our trust out of our circumstances and into the relational shadow of the Almighty.